Hello, my name is Richard Edwards from the Aspire 2025 research group, and I'm going to discuss this paper recently published in the journal Tobacco Control. The acknowledgements for the paper are included in this slide. Increasing restrictions on tobacco advertising and marketing have occurred in many countries, including in New Zealand. And in response, the tobacco industry has invested considerable resources into prominent point-of-sale displays and advertising, like this example of a display from a New Zealand local convenience store. Such displays were until recently present in almost all local convenience stores, gas stations and supermarkets in New Zealand. And previous research had suggested that point-of-sale displays and advertising may increase the risk of children starting to smoke. In July 2012, legislation was implemented requiring the removal of point-of-sale displays in New Zealand, and also increasing the enforcement measures and penalties for selling tobacco to minors. As a result, cigarettes now had to be stored in closed cabinets out of sight of customers, as shown here. However, no evaluation of the impact of the new regulations has yet been carried out. We performed a study to investigate the impact of the 2012 legislation using data from the ASH Year 10 survey. This is an annual classroom-based self-completion survey of over 25,000 14 to 15-year-old students. All New Zealand schools with Year 10 students are invited to take part, and the overall response is around 50%. We compared smoking-related behaviours, perceptions of peers smoking, and measures of purchasing cigarettes from shops in surveys between 2011 and 12 before the legislation and 2013-14 from after the legislation. We also assessed the strength of association between frequency of visiting tobacco retailing stores and smoking-related behaviours in 2007 and 2013. Further details of the methods are available in the paper. The key findings for smoking-related behaviours are summarised in this table. Smoking experimentation, defined as students who have tried smoking but were not currently smoking or smoking less than monthly, reduced from 23% in 2011 to 17% in 2014. Smoking at least monthly and starting smoking in the last year also fell, whilst never smoking increased over the same period. These changes were all statistically significant. Other results included falls in attempted purchase of cigarettes in the last 30 days amongst smokers, and fewer smokers reporting that shops were their usual source of cigarettes, as shown in this slide. Also, fewer children overestimated smoking amongst their peers. Finally, this slide shows that the association between the frequency of visiting stores with point-of-sale displays and experimental smoking reduced between 2007, that's the grey bars, and 2013, the yellow bars. However, this was not the case for the association with being a current smoker. So what does this mean? Well, our findings add to the international literature that has found positive impacts of removing point-of-sale displays and advertising in Ireland, Norway and Australia. Strengths of our study include that the data come from large nationally representative surveys that use a consistent methodology, and we also report on a comprehensive range of outcome measures. There are also some limitations. Firstly, some changes observed after implementation of the point-of-sale ban may represent the continuation of pre-existing trends, or may have been affected by confounding factors such as other tobacco control measures like increases in tobacco excise tax. There are some other possible limitations that are discussed further in the paper. In conclusion, the introduction of a point-of-sale display ban and concurrent measures to reduce sales to minors was followed by significant reductions in smoking-related behaviours, attempted purchase of cigarettes, and reduced associations between visiting tobacco retailing stores and experimental smoking. These findings add to the evidence that point-of-sale display bans are important components of strategies to reduce smoking initiation amongst youth. Thank you.